Whether it's changing diapers or changing sleeves, I'm here to do it all. This is playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively as a father. What's up, guys? We have a lot to talk about, but you know what? Before we get into any of that, we have some packs. There's some Photon Hypernova and some Tournament Pack 20 and 21. These are our spoils from the tournament. Paid $12. We got 2 on entry and now 4 packs. So that's pretty good. If we can just always get at least 2 packs. And I'll discuss my wins at the end of the video. But I can tell you I don't have a lot of faith in these packs. Only because someone pulled 2 secrets out of Photon Hypernova right next to me. They pulled the Albion the Sanctifier Dragon and Chaos Angel. So I don't think there's any secrets left in these packs. But yep, Tri-Brigade Roar. The tournament was fun, 4 rounds as always. I'm like, oh, and then someone, one pulled OT Aliber, someone pulled Sprite Blue, someone pulled, I think, a Fenrir, and a Ghost Ogre. So I'm just like, there's nothing left in these packs, are there? And someone's like, oh, a Starlight. Hello. So we'll see what is here. Nope. 2 supers. Alright. OTS 21. Can we get something? Serious Puppeteer, Galaxy Expedition, and Scarecrow. Kashtira. Come on, there has to be another Aliber somewhere in these packs, right? Ninjutsu, King of the Swamp, and Gadget Gamer. 4 supers yet again. Our luck will turn around one day. I mean, we've been getting a lot of triple tactics thrust, so maybe this is just the universe trying to equal out. But we'll figure it out, and let's get to the synopsis. What's up, guys? We have a 2-day tournament report for you. We went to tournament on Saturday, and we went to tournament on Wednesday. The tournament on Wednesday, I was able to get 6 packs. 2 on entry, 4 at the end. This one, I got 1 on entry, 2 at the end. And this tournament, I went 2-1-1, and that tournament, I went 1-1-2. That one, you get a pack per win or draw. You get 2 per win, 1 for draw, nothing for losing. This place, you get 1 per win, 1 per entry, nothing for draw. So I don't think I'm going to go to that tournament very often, depending on what we get. So apparently not that many people got that many things. So I'm going to see what we get. And I'll show you guys the deck I ran this time, a little bit different than before. Okay, so we have Duplex, Sweet Dreams, Dual Avatar, Super Heavy Samurai Motorbike. How did I get here? Go Pride is neck and neck. Also, if you notice my voice is a bit weird, I am a little sick. So, there's that. Well, just, I have... It's not COVID. I took a test, so, yeah. Voltis. Okay, we're looking for a secret. Can we get Starlight? We have everything we need from this set. More would be fabulous. Duplex, Miria, Dual Avatar, Motorbike, Imperial Princess, Duncan, Sign It, and just supers. Alright, let's see what we got here. Do you see anything? I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Okay. Nichiro Maron, Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo, and Nimble Beaver. Alright, that's another strikeout for my tournament. And we're going to get into the deck list. Alrighty, here's the deck. Side and extra going to the side. Alright, so of course we're playing triple Fallen of Albaz. I don't get why people are playing less, because Super Heavy Kashtira are still a thing, and they're still going to banish our cards. We're only playing 2 Aliber. So I'm going to bump this up to 3. Only play 2 because I was practicing with the Predaplant engine first when I got to the tournament. Then I decided to take it out because there's too many hand traps for that deck to actually succeed, or that version, because you can do something with a Luber on the field if they, do any, like Ash or Impermanent. But with Keeper, you can't do anything after that. So we took it out. Then we have one Blazing Cartesia and one Guiding Quem. I know people are playing 2 of these, and some people want to play 2 of these. Also, we finally got one. So, funny story. I was supposed to pick this up from someone for $35. And what ended up happening was I looked at the card, and it was horribly, like, bent and damaged on the 2 corners here. And normally that doesn't matter, but if I'm paying, like, over $5 for a card, you want it to be mint. And it wasn't his card, and he was going to take like a few dollars off, but it's like, I'm not paying all that for this. And the secret is just beautiful. It's even on the stars. I never noticed that. So Guiding Quem is beautiful. But then I was able to pick this up for $30 from someone else. So nice. And I'm not going to play 2 Quem. I think it's just too much. Maybe in testing I'll see. And 2 Cartesias does sound good, but I'm not paying $60 for one. Forget that. Then we only have 1 Despia Tragedy. We don't need Ad-Lib. 1 Albion, 1 Mercurier, 1 Kit, 1 Dark Magician, and 1 Gimmick Puppet. So I don't see a lot of people playing both. I see people playing the Borrelode Furious Dragon instead of Dragoon, which is an interesting option. I might look into it, but I don't see that many builds play it. So, and then I finally got a Gimmick Puppet Nightmare because we want to be degenerate and we want to win games very quickly. So, there's that. And then, of course, we have the 2 Bastiles, Lubellion and Serenir. I wasn't playing Serenir because I was doing the Predaplant engine, and that and this is just too many bricks. But without it, it actually runs pretty well. And this is a 45 card deck, which was stupid, I know, but it happens. Now, our targets for, what's it called? Crossout Designator, because we're on that. We're playing triple Droll and Lockbird, 2 Ash, and 1 Ghost Ogre, and 1 Imperm. Might also put in Nibiru's, but I also want to put Kaiju's in. So we're going to try to figure out some ratios and bring things down a peg. So there's that. Okay. Now for the spells. We're on, of course, triple Branded Fusion and triple Branded Opening. And then also triple Fusion Deployment. You can't go wrong with these ratios. This is just, it's standard. They're probably going to do something about this, but this is a very, very spell-heavy deck. I got Anti-Spell Fragrance. I still was able to win, I think, that game. And I also play Anti-Spell, which probably isn't the smartest thing because you want to top deck Branded Fusion. But yeah, that card's coming out. Because I played against Super Heavy Samurai, I had it on the board, and they still played through it. So that sucks. Now, because we really want to play through Ash and play against it, we're doing triple Tactics Thrust. I think I want to throw talents in here. Let me know how you feel about talent, because there's so many hand traps. You're going to get hand trapped every game. So this and talent, I think, is the way to go. And we're playing triple Crossout Designator, because I love Nadir Servant. It's a great card, but Branded Fusion is like the bread and butter of the deck. And also my opponent tends to have just a disgusting amount of hand trap. Like Math Mech and Super Heavy Samurai both run like 9 to 12 hand traps. So we need to hit them. And of course the Called By to go with that. Then we're playing 2 Super Polys, because we want to bump it up to 3, but there's not a lot of space. Super Poly is just no one expects it, so it's time to play it. Then we have 1 Nadir Servant, 1 Branded Red, and 1 Branded Lost. I think I also want to play Branded White because Quem sends Albaz. Albaz is always in the graveyard, so I think Branded White just ends up working really well. Because if you also send Dark Magician, that's Dragoon. So, and then Nadir Servant, I don't know if I want to play 3 or if I just want to keep 1 in just in case to extend. I'm still trying to figure that out. Let me know what you think. And the extra deck. The most standard extra deck you can ever find in extra deckness, besides like Kashtira. 2 Mirror Jade, 2 Albion, 1 Rebellion, 1 Sanctifier Dragon, 1 Rimblem, and 1 Sprint. Those are your Albaz targets. You can basically summon anything you want. Or basically take any of your opponent's monsters. Oh, I forgot about the traps. You can't play Gimmick Puppet without Expulsion, and you need Retribution because you're playing Summoner. So this card is amazing by itself. Just to set. Because you're sending so many cards to the extra deck, you can just put them back. I always saw this as a negative side, but if you're able to take 2 from the graveyard and put it back, you have more plays later. And also, Expulsion is just so good. You can just get back cards. Like, you get back Whem. Just cuz. Alright. Now, of course, we're playing 1 Gorgonair and 1 Guardian Chimera. I see a lot of people play 2 of these, but that's only because they have 2 Cartesias. Because we're only playing 1, we're just keeping 1. We don't need to. Guardian Chimera is just a good card. Then we have, of course, the Dragoon, because Dragoon is of itself a win condition. Then you have 1 Predate Plant, Drexapelia, and 1 Garura. I was actually able to summon this Garura at round 4, match 3, because my opponent summoned the Light Charmer. Yeah, the Light Spellcaster Charmer, and I had Quinn on the field. So then he attacked my Quinn, which I forgot is a Spellcaster, Light type. A Light attribute. So I let him deal 350 to me. And then he summoned it to his side of the field. And then I just Super Poly, summoned Garura. Called it a day. So that game was pretty fun. And then Despia target, we got the Lulu and we got the Aquarius. We finally got the Lulu. We could stop playing proxies. Look at my proxies. Aren't they so nice? I really wanted to play these at locals. Well, casuals though. So, yeah, so we have these. Also, I really like Etude. Did we pull one? Let's see. Did we pull an Etude? No, we hardly pulled any traps, actually. What about last week? Alright, I forgot how many packs we got last time. Oh, I think we got 2. Yeah, 2 last time, 2 this time. Ah, where is it? Let me find it. Yeah, found it. Etude is just, it's so good. If we have Abyssal on the field, every time they would Synchro, Fusion, Exceed, or Ritual Summon, all the stuff gets sent to the Banish Zone. So you just banish all of them. So it's kind of better than D-Shifter, because you don't banish your own stuff. You just banish theirs. And so that's just so good. Like, also, if while you're controlling any mouse that we sent your opponents. Oh my god. Also, if we have this and we have Fallen of Albaz and we use their monster is banished. So, might tech this in, actually. We don't have a lot of things to synchro with. We don't have Chaos Angel, but we have this Spider. And we have Lulu. So, I don't know if this card's gonna go into the deck. I don't know. That's very interesting. We'll figure that out later. This deck is just so complicated. Okay. Now, we go to the side deck, which still needs so much work. So much work. Okay. We have 1 Druid Swarm, Math Mech, Mirror Match. Probably gonna get like a Magnamut and others. I don't know if I want to play all of them. I really feel they're gonna get reprinted soon, but we'll see. Then we're playing 3 Raiden, because we just want to go against Pearly, Super Heavy Samurais, just get rid of everything, but might also throw this in the main deck. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm thinking about. 2 Evenly Match, gonna definitely bump this up to 3. It won me my match against Pearly because they had Secret Village, they had the Light Charmer, they had a set, and they had a Noir with 5 materials, and I'm like, evenly? And only the Noir stayed, and then I was able to just like outgrind him, because I think I had Droll or like Anti-Spell, and he couldn't do anything. It was great. And then the 1-0s, we playing 1 Deep Barrier, 1 Eradicator, 1 Anti-Spell, and 1 There Can Only Be 1. Definitely taking this out because it definitely hurts me more than Super Heavy Samurais. There Can Only Be 1 will probably go in its place, or a second Eradicator. No, not Eradicator. Yeah, definitely There Can Only Be 1. D-barrier, synchros, stop all of it. Exceeds, you can't do anything. And then spells, we're playing 2 Cosmic Cyclones and 1 Duster. What's it called? Trap Tricks and Labyrinth probably aren't going to be a thing at the regionals on Saturday. So we can take this out for a 3rd Cosmic because we want to just banish everything. Last ones are 2 Dark Ruler No More. Probably would bump it up to 3, but we have Triple Tactics Thrust. Maybe we'll throw it in the main deck, like 1 main, 1 side. I don't know. It really depends like what decks we're going to be facing. I don't know. It's hard. It's complicated. We're still trying to figure that out. So, some honorable mentions. Do we run Imperm at 3? I don't know. Do we run Evenly Match at 3? Definitely. Do we run Nadir Servant at 3? I don't know. Do we run Mud Dragon, Brigade, Natis, and Golden Cloud? I don't know. And also Masquerade, because we go into time so often. It's an amazing card. So I think at regional events, I think Masquerade would just be the way to go. And I'll probably try to throw it into the main extra deck instead of the side deck, because if we're going into like close to time, just put Masquerade, summon it, and just sit on it. Make sure it's protected, and that's all you need. Because Super Heavy Samurais need to pay a lot of life points to get a lot of stuff on the field. So if we're able to just keep this on board, we're good. So yeah, guys, that's the deck. Let's get into my matchups. Alright, so let me see what I can remember. Determined on Saturday. Went against a Dark World player who had no idea what they were doing. Told me I drolled when I drolled at a certain point. They're like, no, you didn't. You drolled at this point. I was like, what? And then they had a Japanese card in their deck. No, a Korean card in their deck. And like, that's illegal. Can't do that. He's like, oh, it's the same thing. It does the same thing. And it's like, nah, stop that. That's illegal. I hope he goes to regionals, gets DQ'd. We ended up getting a draw that game. Match 2. What did I go against match 2? Tier limits. Went into time. Got a draw. Let's see. Oh no. Round 2 was... What was it? Sword Soul. He had a Baron and a the level 8 negate synchro and a bunch of hand traps, and I did a bunch of things, got him to bait negates, and then summoned Rebellion, and he negated it, and I'm like, what was I trying to do here? I could have summoned Sanctifier, attacked his monster, and he already used the Baron negate, so next turn I could have summoned Fall of Albaz and his Baron, and I could have made something from there, but not his Baron. I couldn't summon Fall of Albaz, give him some stupid monster, and then use his Baron to make Mary Jane. But I forgot. So lost that one. Match 3 was Teal'c. We went into time. Nothing happened there. And then round 4, I ended up winning round 4, but I'm drawing a blank as to what I played. What did I play against? Wasn't Labyrinth? Wasn't Branded? Wasn't Super Heavy Samurai? Wasn't Cash? Was that Cash Tier? I think it was Cash Tier, actually. It was a 2-0. I won. I have no idea. I completely forgot what I played. I'm gonna go with Cash Tier. It wasn't a trap-based deck. But we ended up that record with 1-1-2. So we got 4 packs. Not too bad. Everyone was pulling good around me, though. Like, there was 2 OT Alubers, 1 OT Ghost Reaper, 1 OT Blue Boy, Sprite, and then someone pulled a Sanctifier and a Chaos Angel next to me, and I'm like, there's nothing in these packs. There's absolutely nothing left in these packs. So that sucked. And the tournament yesterday, I went 2-1-1. Round 1, I went against Super Heavy Samurai, bricked game 1, had 2 draws, 2 traps, and I think... Not a Quem. Cartesia? No. We had some... I think... I don't remember. All I know is that game 1 sucked. Game 2, lost. My opponent just had, I think, 1 or 2 hand traps, and I couldn't do anything with that. And then game 2, or match 2, was against Raid Raptors that did the Kaluga lock. And we were able to beat that because game 2, he allured Darkness into... and he banished 1 Dark Monster. He allured Darkness again and sent his whole hand to the graveyard. He had nothing. It was just a bunch of traps. And I think 2 spells. And he didn't set anything. He's like, I got this. He didn't get it. So, that was a clean 2-0. The next one was against Mathmeg, who I have to say slow played a lot. It took like, I think 5 to 10 minutes on 1 turn without even doing anything. Just kept going over his options and we're just like... But it was a fun game overall. I won game 1, he won game 2 with the access code talker OTK with update jammer. So that sucked when you have no hand traps. Then, you know, I think Haijus aren't so good in the main deck if I have so many hand traps. You know, because we either hand trap them to stop them or Kaiju to get rid of their cards. So it's like Kaiju's, Dark Ruler, evenly match, and Super Poly, or a bunch of hand traps and cross out. So weird middle ground, but I think because the prevalence of hand traps, it's easier to use cross out. But it's hard. It's hard to think about. I don't know. That was match 3. We drew that game. And then match 4, we played against Pearly and won. I won game 1, he won... No, I think he won game 1, I won game 2. And then we went into time game 3 and I ended up winning because he paid a bunch of life points to do things. Attacked into one of my monsters, summoned Zeus, and then that was the game. Yeah. Overall, had a great time. Loved the games. Picked up Quem. We have Lulu. Not picking up another Cartesia. I got mine at like 23 back in the day, and now it's 60. So that feels pretty good. We'll have a tournament report coming in Monday or Tuesday from the regionals. We're gonna top. We got this. We want that invite. So we're not just going for like top 32 or top 64, however many people. We're going like top 4. We really want to. But we really have to sit down and really solidify what we're going to do with this deck. So, yeah. I had a lot of fun. My daughter's sleeping, so I have to be kind of quiet right now. And yeah, so tell me guys what you think about Branded right now. If you think it's going to be a deck going forward, how hard it's going to get hit. And let's also talk about the ban list. So the ban list is still not here at all. There's no talk of the ban list from Konami. There's no hint of it. We have YCS Philly at the end of the month. There's regionals this weekend. I think there's another big regionals the following weekend. So May is just full of regionals, and this is Nat season. So, and Battle of Legends is dropping next month, a month before Nationals. So we'll get cards reprinted. We'll get hopefully a ban list before or after Philly. We'll see. I mean, they could drop a ban list before Philly and then have it active after. But for me, Puppet needs to go. I know we'll have more cards to play, but those cards are easily take out. Let's see. Cashier needs to get hit. Rise Heart, Fenrir, Birth, the Planet. One of them needs to get hit because that is. Oh, and Diablos. That has to go, of course. Gone. Sprite needs to get another hit. So hit Sprint, hit Blue, hit Starter, hit anything to lower their consistency. Which they're not going to be really seeing much play because of all the hand traps. So
Tier limits, just ban the whole deck. It would be great. Let's see. Super Heavy Samurais, Pearly, Math Mech. They're all in like newish decks. Let's got Math Mech. So they're not gonna get hit. I want to see Change of Heart go to 2 or 3. I think it just come off the list because no one plays it now at 1. No one plays Monster Reborn at 1. Like no decks play Monster Reborn anymore, and it's just not a good one of, especially like your opening hand to draw. It's kind of bad, which is hilarious to think about. So there's that. Snatches is never coming back. I saw someone say Summon Sorceress could come back, and it's like, no, she can't. That's too generic of a monster to summon from the extra deck. To summon from the deck. Like, it's crazy. Yawn. What else? What else needs to get hit? Nothing for Labyrinth or Trap Tricks. They're pretty mediocre right now. I mean, if they want to hit Branded, they would have to hit Branded Fusion, Branded Opening, Aluber. They're not going to hit Fallen Valdez. They're not going to hit any of the extra deck because it's better to hit the main deck than the extra deck. Because the extra deck isn't really the problem. Yeah, maybe Fusion Deployment, Nadir Servant, Lloyd at Consistency. No, something like that. Branded does need a lot to be out. But for OTS Turn Pack 22, I definitely see Ash, Thrust, and Branded Fusion all together. But just like when Destiny Fusion got an OT printing, they hit Verte Anaconda, so then DPE became useless. No one plays DPE, no one plays Fusion Destiny, and that's just an OT that just fizzled and went away. So that sucks. Probably pick up a set for like 30 right now. Who knows? What else? Maybe Anti-Spell, Skill Drain. All the floodgates will probably get hit. Or some of them at least. I don't know. Very interesting concept. But that is my ideas on the ban list. Semis. What did limited? Starter, Sprite Blue, Aluber. Come off the list? I don't really know what should come off the list. Change of Heart, definitely. But yeah, what do you guys think should come off the list? How do you guys feel about the ban list not coming out yet? Are you scared of what's going to happen to your deck? Tell me all of these juicy secrets down below. And as always, I'll catch you later. Peace!